have a friend named Neil who's a pretty prophetic dude, and the Spirit just prompts him to do crazy things, like really bold things. And he was eating in a Waffle House one time. He likes to hang out there because people there, he discovers that many people that work there tend to be really broken. And so he just loves to be where broken people are. And so he's eating there one night, or one afternoon, he goes up to pay for his meal at the cash register. He notices the girl behind the counter is holding her jaw. He says, "Are you okay?" And she goes, "I've just got a horrible, horrible toothache." And he said, "Well, why don't you go to the dentist?" And she said, "Sir, I work at a Waffle House. I can't afford to go to the dentist." And Neil looked at her and he said, "Well, I'll pray for you." And he walked out and he said, "JR, I felt like the Holy Spirit said to me, you get in that truck and see what I do to you." And he said he just stopped and he turned around and he walked back in and he said, if I could get you to a dentist and pay for it for you, would you go?" And she said, "Yes, I would." And so he took down her name. She didn't have a phone. He took down the phone of the Waffle House, went to a phone booth. He didn't live in this city. He finds a dentist in the phone book, calls up the dentist and said, "I'd like to bring a woman by to get her teeth looked at." And she said, "Okay." So they made the appointment and he took her in and they called up Neil and they said, "Neil, she's in here and it looks like that her teeth are so rotten that we are going to have to do oral surgery on her. There's some real serious issues here. Mr. McClendon, who shall we say is going to pay for this?" And he said, "You tell the dentist the light of the world's going to pay for it." And she said, I'm sorry, what? And he said, "Jesus said, I'm the light of the world. I'm supposed to show this world what God is like. So you tell the dentist the light of the world will pay for it." And she said, "Sir, I'm going to need a name and a credit card number." Neil takes out his personal credit card number, gives the person his personal credit card number. A couple days later, they called back when they had scheduled the oral surgery. They said, "Mr. McClendon, we want you to know that we went in for the oral surgery and we discovered some lesions on the back of her throat, and she has throat cancer." But the doctor caught it in time, and he thinks that through some surgery and some treatment, she's going to be okay. And Mr. McClendon, the dentist, also wanted you to know that he's the light of the world too, and he's going to take care of everything.